The Tale of Attacus, the Water Dancing Rat. A story by Richard Colvin with illustrations by Sally Cheng. Chapter 5. The Hare from the Fells. Barkforth looked at the little rat. The next day's training had been full of half-hearted jumps, graceless swims, and formless movement. "Talk to me, Attacus. What has happened?" And Attacus told her all about Silverbrook and the realization that he couldn't win, even at his best. "But tell me, Attacus, what do you—" "Don't ask me what I think winning is," interrupted Attacus. "It's beating everybody else. It's being the best. Why do people keep asking such an annoying question? I'm not going to be the winner." Barkforth stared at the little rat, smiled, and asked, "Have you ever watched the otters at the ice dancing, Attacus? I mean, specifically when they slip up on the ice. Once they slip, they know they cannot win, yet they get up and carry on with the routine. What a stupid thing to do, no? If they know they can't win." Attacus answered exasperatedly, "Yes, but everyone is watching." "Ah, it's okay to quit so long as no one can see you quit." Attacus found himself in a daydream. He was ice dancing and fell hard. Furious with himself, he got up and skated off. Barkforth looked up at the sky, then interrupted the little rat's daydream. "Ah," exclaimed the swan, "the sun is nearly at its highest. We're going to be late. Quickly, little rat, follow me." "Late?" squeaked Attacus. "What for?" They rushed away from the riverbank, up the fell where the athletes' competition was taking place. Look over there," said Barkforth excitedly. Attacus looked over and saw 7 tall, lean hares. Well, 6 tall, lean hares and 1 hare that just about reached the shoulder of the next tallest one. Those hares are the finalists of the long jump. The one in the end is called Sprig, and she is a hare from the fells. No fell hare has ever qualified for the long jump finals until this year. Look at her, Attacus. Her qualifying jump was further than she'd ever jumped in her life before. Further than any fell hare in history, but still, she only just qualified as the best runner-up. Attacus looked at the proud hare. She will be last in the finals, Attacus. Even if she were to significantly increase her distance, she will still be last. Just as Barkforth finished speaking, they announced Sprig as finalist number 7, and in a corner of the spectators, a small group of hares let out a mighty cheer. Even if she were to jump farther than she's ever jumped before, again, she will be in last place. Look at her. Attacus stared at Sprig's glistening eye and proud pose. He wondered if the rats from the riverbank set would cheer, or boo, or laugh, or worse, would they even show up? Would Mama show up? "When I was a young swan, I always knew I'd win," Barkforth said, also transfixed by the hare. "I was told every day I was the greatest dancer of my generation. At first it was thrilling. Then slowly it seemed that every victory meant less and less. I'd watch the tension and hope in the other competitors' eyes as they fought for second and third, dancers bringing all their hard work to bear for one shining moment, excelling, dramatic upsets, falls, tears of joy, and tears of sorrow. I was filled with envy. I watched those who knew they couldn't win, dancing better than they ever thought they could. Ah, what it must have been like to have a family by the water worried for you, ready to console or congratulate, ready to lift their beaks into the air and honk with a joy that could shake the riverbank itself. To do one's best. Ah, what that must be like. I decided to stop dancing and raise a nest, and I thought I will be the best mother swan ever. I decided it wouldn't matter how good or bad my chicks are at dancing. If they do their best, I'll honk louder and prouder than any other swan on the riverbank. I'd console them if they lose, but congratulate them for they gave their everything. I never got to do any of those things. All I did was win all my dances. I won so many medals, little rat. Little circles of tin and ribbon. But I never got to compete. Not really. I never met with triumph or disaster. All I ever did was win. To face defeat and find the courage to be a winner in a way that actually matters. Attacus watched the other hares congratulate Sprig. Watched the fell hares watching Sprig, beaming. Then he looked up and saw Barkforth doing the same, and saw that she'd vanished. But she was somewhere that wasn't the dance. Her misty blue eyes filled. Come, she said finally. Shall we tender our resignation from the competition? No, Attacus said. I want to work and practice and learn, and then I want to give the dance everything I have. Barkforth nodded, and the two set off. Thank you, Barkforth, Attacus said.